Hello everyone and welcome to the best and worst of beauty, woohoo, for the month of March here, 2017. I've got my 10 product pyramid here for you guys to rate the products I was using this month from the worst all the way on up to the best. So I've got a good range of products here. I have got some not so great products, and then I've also got some like true love, holy grail status products. So I am very excited to talk to you guys about all of these products. These videos are always super duper long because I have so many feelings and emotions just in general, but definitely about the makeup. So let's go ahead, let's sing the song together, then we can get on into climbing our way up the pyramid. It's the best and worst of beauty, whether good or bad, here's the down and dirty. So first up on the bottom of the pyramid, I am sad about this product. I wanted it to work, and I had high hopes for it because it came in a Sephora favorites kit over the holidays like they always do around Christmas time. They come out, you know, with their big bestsellers. They'll do one specifically for mascaras, they'll do one for lipsticks, etc, etc. I got the like co-mingled one this year, so it was, you know, a mix of all different kinds of beauty products, and inside they had a mini deluxe sample of the I'm gonna have to put the name of this on the screen or something. It's like the Cover FX something highlighter stick something, and it's in the shade Bubbly. Now I love me a good highlighter stick, I really do, and I had high hopes because this thing, it looks like a beautiful like rose champagne color, and it's creamy and nice, but I think it's just too oily. Like when you touch it, you can feel oil on it, which for some people that's great. And it does feel very nice going on the skin. It looks very pretty on the skin, but it also kind of disappears once it's on the cheeks. And I like me a subtle highlight, you know, I am a fan of natural looking makeup, but even this is just a bit too subtle for me once it's actually on. And also because it is a more oily formula, I feel like it ends up breaking down the foundation wherever I swipe it on, so I have to use my finger and then like kind of dab it in, and even then it doesn't like last me all day, so I just bubbly, it didn't work for me. Other kinds of bubbly, like a good old glass of bubbly, that works great for me, but this right here in highlighter stick form, I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna be sticking to champagne. And next up on the bottom of the pyramid, from here on out we really don't have bad products. It's just, there's better out there, there's similar out there, there's stuff for cheaper, you know, it's in that kind of a category of things. So while I am putting this on the bottom of the pyramid, well, second from the bottom spot on the pyramid, I don't hate it. It's just, like I said, there's better stuff out there. So this happens to be the, I think they call them like the Boxo blush. Either way, it's one of the Benefit boxed blushes in the shade Coralista. It is beautiful, and I do love the packaging. I hate the packaging because it like gets stuck on its way down, but I like the magnetic box. It's pretty cheap because it is cardboard, but like it's super cute. You know, I like the packaging. The powder on the inside is a bit powdery, but it is very soft and very silky. It really is. It also has a scent to it. You really do have to like stick your nose in there, but it's got kind of a grandma perfumey makeup scent to it. It's not bad. It's just, it's definitely there. And the actual color is a beautiful peachy tangerine coral, but definitely more on the orangey side, and it's got a definite sheen to it. So no shimmer, but a definite sheen. It goes on the cheeks very loverly, a bit sheer, but I like that in a blush so that you can build it up and everything, but it blends out very nicely, and I really do like the color of it. I just feel like, I don't know that this is gonna show up on like any deeper skin tones other than mine. I feel like even on my like fairly pale skin, it does take quite a bit of building up. You guys will have to let me know if you have like medium or deep complexions and if this works for you. It does give a very beautiful glow to the cheeks, right? Like it is a gorgeous blush. I did get this from Benefit, like they sent this to me a couple Christmases ago, I think, and I am so grateful. Thank you, Benefit. I really, like, I do appreciate it very much. Everything you sent to me, it was so generous, like, it was a lot. And I do love this blush. I really do. I just think that for the price, you can get better. Like, I feel like with the price of this, aren't these like 30 bucks or something? They're pretty expensive. I feel like you could get a NARS blush and it just is gonna be a little bit better. These last most of the day on me, but I wouldn't say they last like a full 10-12 hours. They last maybe like 6 to 8, at least on my skin. As much as I do like Coralista, like I said, I just feel like for the price range and everything that it's in, I just feel like you can get so much better, you know, better packaging, better product. This isn't bad. It's just, do you get what I'm saying? Okay, I'm just repeating myself at this point. Let's move on. And next up on the bottom of the pyramid here, I feel so bad putting this at the bottom of my pyramid because I love these products, like this line of products, like one of my favorites of lip products. It really is. This shade is not my favorite. It's not bad. It's just, would I ever buy the full size of this? Absolutely not. This is the Fresh Sugar Tinted Lip Treatment in the shade Nude, and in the little case, it looks like it's just gonna be a very pretty, like, soft, beigey, peachy pink. But then once it goes on the lips, it has a bit of a frost to it, and that's why I wouldn't buy the full size. It doesn't look bad. I do have it on right now over a lip stain, so this really is not the actual color at all. You'll see it in the cutaway clips of me actually applying this, but it almost nudes my lip color out a little bit, and then it's just got that frost finish. And it's not like a super impactful frost, but it's definitely there, and like I said, it's not the kind of look that I personally usually go for, so I wouldn't buy the full size of this. This is just one of the deluxe sample things or whatever. I got this at one point from Sephora. But these Fresh lip treatments are like my favorite lip balm things ever. They're just delightful. So expensive, so overpriced, but like super luxurious from the packaging down to the actual product. They go on creamy dreamy, they are soft, they are plush, they are super hydrating, they last on the lips like a good 4 or 5 hours at least, like just so delightful. I absolutely love them. They smell like a very sweet, light lemon scent, maybe like a vanilla-y lemon, but it's very subtle. And then the actual casing is like this nice, I don't know what it's actually made out of. Like, I want to say metal, but I know it's not like metal, but you can hear it, right? It's not plastic. And then I also love that it's got the screw-on lid, so you don't have to worry about it popping off in your purse and everything. So I do love these. Like I said, I'm just putting this on the bottom because it's not my type of shade. Normally, I like their other shades better. One's like their rose one or something, but this has been great just, you know, having in my purse, throw it on if I'm going to the grocery store or something. So it is a nice little thing, but it's just not a nice little thing that I would buy a nice big thing of. Get what I'm saying? All right. And then the last thing on the bottom of my pyramid, I am so gutted about this being so far down on the pyramid, but I can't lie to you guys, especially, I mean, I was so excited to actually like buy this product. I have a cat hair, don't I? Sure did. Hey, speaking of cat hair, hey you, how about we don't try and destroy things while I'm filming, huh? But I was so excited to buy this product, but then it's a good product, it's a really good product, but it's just not like, you guys. I have my Tarte Pro palette. Now, I will be doing a full-on review of this eyeshadow palette. You know, I'll give you full swatches of the whole thing. I'll do my mini tutorials, but here's a really quick rundown on this. Spoiler alert. I know. It's a beautiful palette. It's got a huge, nice big mirror on there, which I very much appreciate. And the actual shadows, they're beautiful, right? Super beautiful. Right? They are, but I don't know why. When I open this, I'm just not inspired. And it's so weird because when I look at this palette online, I'm like, oh, it's such a gorgeous palette. And I feel like I would be inspired. But then when I actually have this down in front of me, I'm like, okay, I can think of like 3 looks to make with this. You know, like I think there's just a few too many of these medium gray purple tones and stuff. I don't know. Or maybe it's just because I have way too many eyeshadow palettes, because the quality of this is not bad. It is actually a very good. If you have the Tartelette in Bloom palette, where is it? Where is it? Where is it though? That is highly concerning. Usually it would be right here. Don't worry guys, it was in a box of other products that I had used to bring to my room to do my filming or get ready with me. I did a while back, oh my gosh. There you go. you're home now. So I am way more inspired by the In Bloom palette than I am with the Pro palette. And can you see, I mean, the shades are very similar. So I feel like if you have the In Bloom palette, you don't need the Pro palette. Yeah, there are some extra shades like the purplies and pinks and stuff, but other than that, I don't know. Am I giving you a look at all of my chins? This color's right here, this color's right here, and this color's right here, and this color's right there, and this one's right there, and this one is right there, and this one is kind of right there. Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel like if I didn't have my In Bloom palette, I'd be a lot more jazzed with this. I just feel like there have been so many palettes that have these shades in it. Maybe that's why I'm just kind of like on overload. And then these shades on the side, the like shimmer shades, I think Tarte called them like duochromes, and it got everyone up in a tizzy because only this one is a duochrome. These other three are just shimmers. They're beautiful, but they're definitely more of like overspray shimmers. They're not really like full impact type shades, at least I don't find them to be. And the shadows are mostly all very buttery and soft and nice. There's a few of them like Mod and I think Drama, and I'm thinking more like the dark ones here. They're a bit stiffer, so they can look a bit like skippy on the lid and everything, but they blend out so beautifully. Like these shadows just blend like an absolute dream. No effort needed. They last on me all day with my typical eyelid primer underneath it. I have to use a primer, otherwise no eyeshadows last on me. But with the primer, you know, some eyeshadows do end up fading by the end of the day. Well, not fade, but like a little bit of fading. These ones don't. They go all day long and strong. I've had this eyeshadow on now for probably a good 9 or 10 hours, and I think it looks just as good right now as it did when I first put it on. So I do have to give them that credit. It also smells delicious. If you have smelt pretty much any Tarte eyeshadow palette, like the Tarte Bloom, it's just that nice soft vanilla-y type of a cocoa scent. It's very nice, and I do really like this palette. I just feel like for the price I would rather buy a Naked palette, but this one isn't bad. It's not bad. Please don't get me wrong, I love this palette and I'm not giving it to anybody because I will use this. I just, like I said, for whatever reason, when I open this up, I'm just like, which look have I already created am I gonna recreate today, because I can't think of anything else to do with these colors. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, if you like matte neutral shades, it might be something to look into, but there are also other palettes that you can look into. Does that make sense? And finally, moving on up to the second tier of the PR. Oh my, how have I been talking for 20 minutes already? Don't worry, you guys will have a very edited version. But oh my god, what if I'm not even talking about anything important, my god. Second tier of the pyramid. We have got the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. I have mine in the shade number 21. I got this from iHerb a long while back. I had gotten this for a sponsored video just to do a haul for them and everything on their Korean beauty section. But then I did a non-sponsored actual honest review of this because iHerb wanted me to give honest reviews of the products. And this stuff is fantastic. It's really, really good. It is not perfect, but it's really, really good. I do have a code for iHerb. I'll have everything linked down below. It is an affiliate link for them and whatnot, so it is making me a tiny bit of money. I just want to throw that out there. As you guys know, that does not influence my review at all. Whether or not I had that link, I will be telling you the honest truth about this stuff. BB creams, they're scary for someone with oily skin like me. Very oily skin like me, I should say. They're very scary. But Korean BB creams are so good, and they tend to work really well on my skin. Korean BB creams are definitely, in my eyes anyways, way more of like a foundation compared to a American BB cream, which is way more of just a tinted moisturizer to me. These, not only are they like beautiful foundation type things, but they also have tons of skincare benefits in them. I can't really say if they actually work because like the skincare benefits, you know, are like anti-wrinkle stuff and this, that, and the other. It's like stuff that takes a long time to actually work, not just like a month of me using this and not even using it every single day, you know what I mean? But it is nice to know that that is all in this little tube, and it is a beautiful tube, right? I just love Korean BB creams, how they tend to come in like this squeezy tube, but they've got a pump. The pump is a little wonky. When you pump it out, it ends up pumping out more. Like you pump it out, you wipe that off, and then, oh, here, have a little bit more. So that is a little annoying, but otherwise this is beautiful and I do appreciate the pump. It is a shame that this only comes in 2 shades. Thankfully, one of them does work for me. Korean BB creams do tend to be quite fair. It's got a good light medium coverage, I would say, but it can be built up to like a nice medium coverage, and it goes on so nice. It is super hydrating, but it ends up keeping you fairly, like, it doesn't keep you matte throughout the day, but you don't look greasy at the end of the day. You know, I've had this on for the same amount of time I've had my eyeshadow on, and it looks great, right? I haven't had to blot at all, but that has to do with another product that I'm going to talk about later on. But even then, you know, even when I'm not using a mattifying primer underneath this, it still fades very gracefully and softly and not much at all. So this just, it wears great, it feels great, it looks, I really like this BB cream, especially in the winter time when my skin is a bit more dehydrated. It does have a very strong scent to it, I will warn you about that. It's not a bad scent, but it's definitely quite perfumey. Thankfully, it does not break me out at all. I just wanted to throw that out there. The scent does kind of dissipate after maybe like an hour or so, so it is scented for a while on the skin, but you know, it worked out for me. So this stuff is great. I highly recommend it if you are one of the skin shades, or if you're like close enough to one of the shades where you could use like some sort of mixing drop. If you already have a mixing drop in it, I think this is definitely worth a shot. It's a great BB cream. Next up on the pyramid here is a product that I am just, one of you sent this to me. Lee, thank you so much. This is just, it's, this thing right here. This is one of the Hourglass Girl Lip Stilos. I think that's how you pronounce it. I pronounced it wrong in my review video of this the whole time. And this is in the shade Activist. It is a beautiful pinky mauve, just delightfully me. It really is just like a natural color on me. It is so pretty. Everything about this is like luxury to me. The packaging, the weightiness of it, the actual way that it applies on so smoothly, it applies on so smoothly, you guys. So smoothly, so creamy, so pigmented. It's just a beautiful, shiny lipstick. And it's gorgeous. It wears like a lipstick. It does not have good staying power if you're gonna be eating and drinking. But I mean, overall, if you're not eating and drinking, it'll last like a good 2 to 3 hours, you know? Like, it's a lipstick. But it's a luxury lipstick, and it is so nice. It is such a treat. Like, Lee, I can't thank you enough. This is just... Any day that I've been wearing an actual lipstick, this has been the one. I haven't wanted to wear anything other than this stuff. It is so good. It's got a very, very, very subtle light vanilla scent to it. Slightly cardboard / crayon-y, very slightly, but mostly vanilla. Doesn't taste like anything. It's just delightful. Super expensive, but like, it feels super expensive, so it feels like a real treat. So these are good stuff. Highly recommend them. And then the last thing on the second tier of the pyramid here, I am biased about this product as well because it's beautiful. And it reminds me of Sailor Moon. I wanted to put this at the top of the pyramid, you guys, but I just feel like I have so many highlighters. It doesn't deserve to be at the top, you know? But this highlighter is one of my favorites ever. Ever. This thing is freaking fantastic. This is one of the Too Faced Love Light Prismatic Highlighters. This is the shade Blinded by the Light. And oh, you guys. I mean, Moon Prism Power. Am I right? I am. It's so beautiful. In every way, shape, and form. I'm gonna be so sad when I finally have to, I'm probably gonna like focus everything in the middle of this so I can keep like the geometric part of this powder alive for as long as possible. But from the compact down to the actual product inside, oh my god, this highlighter is fantastic. It is super silky, super soft. I know it looks like it has hard pan on it, but I promise you it is not. It doesn't feel like it anyways. And this highlighter is just beautiful. It's not like a wham bam stripe down your face kind of a highlighter, but it's really pretty at giving like that soft lit from within kind of a glow. And it's got what looks like glitter in it. Someone corrected me in the comments of my video. I think it was someone that works at Sephora. They said that this actually doesn't have glitter in it. It's got something else that looks like glitter, but it's not glitter. I'm not up on the technology, but it looks like there's glitter in it. So if you don't like that look, this won't be for you. And if you like subtle highlighters, this won't be for you. I think it can be built up. It's hard to see when I've got one of these ring lights on me, I know. I just think this is so beautiful. Perfect on my skin. It lasts all freaking day. Like, this stuff does not budge or go anywhere. It just melts and glides onto the skin. It's taking my breath away just talking about it. It is gorgeous and I love it. And like I said, I'm biased because I freaking love Sailor Moon. Oh yeah, and that snap though. Did you want to hear that again? Just the nicest magnetic closure. I love everything about this. I don't want to use another highlighter next month. Like, I'm really good about rotating my makeup every month so that I can get good use out of it and like be talking about different products in these best and worst of beauty videos for you guys, but like, I don't want to put this away. Why would you make me do that? You know, like, it turns me into a whiny little baby where I just want to cuddle up in bed and watch Sailor Moon, but I mean, it's a really nice highlight aside from that. And then moving on up to the second to the top tier of the pyramid here. This is not higher on the pyramid. I mean, it's pretty high on the pyramid, but it's not higher because this took me a long time to figure it out, darn it. And I'm bitter. But overall, this is a fantastic primer if you have oily skin. Oh my goodness. This is the Boscia Porefecting White Charcoal Mattifying Treatment Primer. Apparently over time, this is supposed to make my pores look better. I haven't been using it long enough to be able to tell you guys whether or not it actually works. But can you see, like I said, I've had my foundation on for like 10 hours now, probably close to, and I'm just starting to look oily. But even then, for me, this is really not bad, like, at all. And even then, like, I don't have to worry about foundation coming off with it. Like, this primer does a good job. It does a really good job. I really like it. Now, it does smell a bit weird. To me, it smells like a mix between, like, tea tree oil and witch hazel and aloe type of a scent. It's not the best, but it does dissipate, thankfully, after you get it in. And I almost said once you rub it in, but nay. There is a method to this madness, darn it, and it, like I said, it took me a while to figure it out. You have to dab this in. Don't rub at all. Dab. Just dab, and I only put this in the places of my faces where I get oily, so I put this on my forehead and my nose and this part of my cheeks and a little bit on my chin. I mean, it's basically my whole face, but like the center of my face, right? Okay, so I just put a little bit. You don't want to use too much and you don't want to rub it in, because if you do, it is just going to be pill city once you put your foundation on top of it. Or sometimes, heck, even when you're just putting the primer on. It can be an absolute mess, and then throughout the day, it's not going to work well at all. But if you do the dabbing method and don't use too much of this, hoo-hoo! That was the Cassie train. Hoo-hoo, choo-choo, oily skinned people of the world, hop on this primer train. It's so, I mean, like, that is just madness, especially since I'm not wearing a matte foundation today. For it to have stayed, like, decently not oil slick and not have my foundation on the floor by now, or at least, you know, on my pants or something. This stuff means business. Like, really good business. This is not shady business at all. And then second to the top product of the pyramid was a product that I was not expecting because it was gifted to me from the company. This thing right here, I forget the actual name, I will have it on the screen, but this is from Pure, and it is like their face perfecting brush something or another. I'm so sorry, I wish I had a better memory. But this is their face brush that looks like one of the Artis super expensive brushes that are supposed to be magical. I have never tried a brush like this, but oh my gosh, I mean, you can see when I'm reviewing the Pure Bare It All foundation in that video, the amazement and wonder of this thing. When you just like stroke, I mean, it just blended, like there's no need for rubbing, there's no need for blending, you just swipe. And you're done, And it's so soft, it's so dense, it is just beautiful in every way, shape, and form. I thought these brushes were silly when I first saw them, and that's why I've never purchased one, because I was like, there's no way it actually works. It's really, no, absolutely not. Why fix what's not broken? I like my foundation brushes that I already have. And then Pure sent this to me, and I was like, huh? Like, So good. I feel like that was close to being a skeeter noise. From Doug? Okay. I didn't mention, this came from, I mean, it came from Pure, but it came from Octoly. If you are a fellow beauty blogger, Instagrammer, whatever, you don't have to be like YouTube famous or anything. Like, if you have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube or close to that, check out Octoly, see if you can join or at least try to join, and, you know, they'll either tell you yes or no. And get yourself some free products, girl/boy. There are no gimmicks, no scams. It literally is just you sign up, you say, hey, I want to try that product, and then they send it to you. I mean, if they want to send it to you. I've been rejected many times, trust me. And then sometimes you'll order a product, like I ordered the Pure Bare It All foundation, and then they'll send you an extra thing that you didn't even order, and you'll be like, hey, I have found a new Holy Grail product. I've tried this with 3 foundations now, I think, and it has worked beautifully with each one of them. I love this thing. I love this thing. Like, I can't imagine using any other foundation brush. Why would I? This is just so easy and perfect and soft and nice. Thank you so much, Pure. Cassie, use your words, make your sounds. Thank you so much, Pure. I really appreciate it, and I absolutely love this foundation brush. Like I said, this is Holy Grail status for me, for sure. And then last but not least here, you guys, I mean, is this the longest best and worst of beauty I've ever made in my life? Oh my god, I am so sorry. But I've got another tool, and I don't care, like, usually, you know, these products, it's like I've been using them all month for the most part. This product I've used, what, 3 times now? I don't care. This is Holy Grail status right here. This thing is a game changer. You guys, like, I don't think you'll ever see me not wearing winged liner ever again. I mean, I'm exaggerating. There will definitely be days where I don't feel like wearing winged liner, but like, Vamp stamp, what? What? This stuff is just all of the noises. And then also their Vink. This is good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need this liner, but it's really good if you don't have a liner that works for like stamping this in, like I didn't have. So I'm more just talking about the Vamp stamp, but this eyeliner ink, their Vink, really good. I mean, stays on all day, delightful to work with, just, it's really, really good. But I'm talking about the Vamp stamp. This thing, it's literally as easy as taking this, press, stamp, press, stamp, like, what? And you have perfect wings. Like, perfect wings. I haven't screwed up once. I mean, like I said, I've only used this a few times, but like, there's no screw ups with this. And it's super quick cleanup. I know, I didn't clean mine up. I know, I need to do that. I was in a rush. Do you need another close up of my face so that you can see that this wing is just as good as it was when I first applied it? Like, it is still nice and crisp on the outside. Like, super crisp. I can go wicka, do my DJ tricks on here. It's no worries. It's no problems. So, I mean, like I said, this Vink stuff, it's really good stuff if you're looking for a good waterproof eyeliner. But like this stamp though, you see that? You just boop. And I like this too. I have the medium size of this, and today I did like a much thicker wing, and I just did that by like not hugging this to the corner of my eye like you are supposed to. I just like edged it out a little bit, and then I just connected my liner a lot thicker up top. So I think the medium size is really versatile. They do have a large size as well, and then I think they're coming out with a small size, which that's great too, but like, I'm so in love, you guys. I never thought I could be so in love with a makeup tool, but this does it. It's so good. Like, I don't have to worry anymore. If I do really good on my eyeshadow or something, and then I'm like, oh, this would look so good with winged liner, but like, A, I'm kind of in a rush, and B, I don't want to mess it up and then have to redo my eyeshadow or just take it all off and have to go without anything on. You know what I mean? This way, no, if I want to wear winged eyeliner, I don't have to worry anymore. And it's so good. It's just so good. I love my Vamp stamp. I mean, can you blame me? You better not blame me, because I'm a very happy camper. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it, you guys. 45 freaking minutes of me gabbing on about makeup here, but I hope you guys enjoyed it and were able to find some good and not so good products that you might or might not want to try out for yourself. I hope you had a wonderful month of March. We are going into April here. By the time you guys see this, it will definitely be April, because I'm filming this on the last day of March. Oh, time flies, but I do hope you guys had a wonderful month of March. If it wasn't so so great. I hope your upcoming month of April is wonderful for you. And like I said, I just hope you guys enjoyed this video, seeing all of my reviews on these products. If you did enjoy it, found it helpful, whatever the case may be, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Where'd my voice go? Bye!